put him in a reset scenario. Olaf's going to be a little bit frustrated.
Riches.
When you have two players stacking that B bomb site like that and the hits coming in, you want both of your players to be able to do those. You want both of them to be able to actually play and defend that. All he could do, because he was trying to shift around towards the CT spawn side, was just trying to provide some kind of a distraction. Sprays through the smoke, pray that they take attention away from Rain, pray that maybe he gets a dink or a kill.
Aber können sie?
Second round for Astralis, but again, FaZe is doing a good job at making sure.
Ja, wohin mit 6 Handhabing auch und all diese Köpfe wahrscheinlich. Ja, Glück gehabt. Die Karten sind eigentlich immer bei diesem Light-Schiff.
Olaf gets one towards the B bomb site and a very quick 5-on-3.
Ja, hat denn hier
noch
nicht. Guck schon mal nach. Pack Riches ist auch gut, oder was?
But the boost on the other side just giving him a slight edge. What a great way. I mean, we were celebrating Astralis with that boost in middle on Mirage. This one, to get that opening kill is just beautiful.
Oh, Guardian, this is risky, and yeah, he turns around to Pre. Who else to find an entry kill? And he's got position in line, cut off rotations. This makes Nico and Rain very, very nervous.
Nice.
If they go too quick though, if
Kerrigan
tries to retake Library here, that can be really uncomfortable as well. Suddenly they're completely isolated in pit inside bomb site. There is a smoke as well on Dupree, so he could definitely do some damage from that Library position. 40 seconds now, and they are just waiting. Astralis again putting on the brake. This is one of the things that they're just so good at, allowing for the other team to make a mistake if they were gonna. So far that hasn't happened. FaZe are just equally as patient on the other side. 27 seconds. Oh, just as he looks away, but doesn't matter. Rain, incredible headshot there, taking down Dupree, and they line up for a beautiful spray. Nico dropping both. Double up to begin it, and that spray down to end it. 6-2, and no money for Astralis. Man, FaZe are off to a hot start here on Inferno.
You couldn't ask for anything better. This is 2 rounds now. You've kind of battered their economy, even with them on the T side, where it's easier to manage.
Haben die das auch angepasst hier?
Double up, Reign Supreme for him on Mirage. It's doing so here again on Inferno. And we criticize at times FaZe. Their defenses sometimes get very, very passive, and they give a lot of map control over. And against a team like Astralis, that's very dangerous. You have offs that are finding you picks. If you're going to start out rounds 5-on-4, 4-on-3, then you can play those kind of passive styles and let them walk into the blenders. And Guardian looking for more, a bit of a heat check. Again, pistols for the Astralis side, and a little bit of utility, more danger. They want to chase down Guardian. That nade is going to land right at their feet. It does great damage, but he's forced back in a CT spawn. He's going to be isolated. Again, Nico and Rain going to be tested.
Slowly being down here, Astralis taking a bit of damage. Rain is just so good in this pit. Molotovs to kill out. You see him tapping away. It's just beautiful, isn't it? He's absolutely gone. And Device trying to do something. I mean, they had the scent of Guardian the whole way through. They wanted to see if they could find him. It wasn't possible. This is great Counter-Strike out of FaZe. Imagine again, you could almost forgive them if they had been just a little bit heartbroken and maybe we're going to have a hard time starting off this map after not being able to complete the comeback. They put all of their energy into it. Right. Not a bad shot from Device, but it doesn't matter. 7-2, FaZe right back in this game. This is incredible.
Very good stuff, and Rain looking on point as well to kick this off. 13-4 for him. And I mean, it's a testament to how good this FaZe team is when Rain is a player who sometimes gets lost in the conversation around just the legendary histories of these players. But he is one of those guys where when he is having a good game, when his aim is feeling crisp, he almost feels like he just can't lose. And he plays that critical position on the defense inside of pit. So again, another round where Astralis, this is the 3rd time we've seen it where they've had, just pistols, no armor, and no utility. You don't normally see that. They normally have something to work with, but now FaZe playing the mind games, pushing down mid.
Bullying the Astralis team, making sure they don't feel comfortable whatsoever. There'll be a good couple of kills there for Kerrigan, and all he gives away is the MP9. Nobody cares about that. Pushing them around the map. Gonna win an 8th round here on the board. I actually think you asked the question earlier, how many rounds do they really need? And it's a hard question to answer when we don't know much about FaZe, but let's assume that they're sort of an average Inferno team. 8 rounds on the CT side is quite incredible. Like, that can be very hard to get. This map has been sometimes quite T-sided, and don't know if it's enough yet, but it's not a bad start at all.
Yeah, only if the T's control the economy, right? Yeah. You have the advantage if you have all the names on the CT side. At the moment, Astralis haven't been able to find any real working recipe. The difference on Mirage was that Astralis was able to win 2 rounds in a row on the T side. They've been denied that here so far in these first 10 rounds. And like you said, there's the first two-thirds of this gone, and a lot of it comes down to that, that force buy that they had earlier in this half. We mentioned that might kind of destroy their ability to fight for some of these rounds. Here again, now that the losing bonus is rebuilding, it's up to 3. Astralis has some money to play with. 5 AKs.
Ah, wenn man von meinem Ventor Gambling redet.
Which is never
Will in einer?
Definitely don't want to do that.
Ja, jetzt will in einer kaufen. In der Ex.
Megis.
Nice.
For the grenade, it does land right on top, so that's not bad at all. And
Hat doch mal einer gesehen, dass da Potenzial hintersteckt.
That's the utility stat that we were talking about earlier, but they do receive about as much as they gave out. So I guess that'll just call that even.
This feels like the lack of armor on Xyp9x is going to come to play somehow in this round, whether it's aim punch being applied, whether it's a nade coming out of nowhere to take out.
Mir jetzt gehört sein.
Ja, klar.
That's going to be so deadly. Keep your eye on that and his positioning as this round plays out. These ults, they've been great in Guardian.
Du kaufst den Ring ja nicht wegen
Now
Rest.
he's blind, timing shot gives away his position. But FaZe is going to stick around.
Das ist auch nicht verkehrt, keine Minus-Rede zu haben, ne?
Ja, das nicht, aber du kaufst ihn ja nicht, weil die Rest fehlen. Also. Das meine ich.
Geil, wenn alles Plus ist, ne? Klar, das ist jetzt nur bei 5, aber...
Olofmeister behind him, 45 seconds. That's a great time to put down a smoke. They're going to come right through. They're not going to stop. Olof shutting down one. Carragher with a headshot, and this is a perfect defense. Double kill for Olofmeister, and they're still coming for him.
Wenn überall 5 Gespräche zu haben, ist auch
It's a
nicht
2-on-2,
verkehrt.
and Zip. How does he get that headshot on Nico? Unbelievable through the smoke it must have been.
That changes the game.
Damage
Such a
stimmt, kannst du
huge
damit auch
advantage for
fahren.
FaZe before Xyp9x hits that through the smoke. Just a random one, and Device has the op now with the post plant. This is such a good position for that AWP to be in as well. And Astralis, it feels, has turned the tides in this round.
Somehow they're back in it. No smoke signed up for FaZe. They're going to have to fight this one straight up.
Opfer-Typ haben wir heute auch ein paar Mal
Standing up by
eingesetzt.
the coffins, he sees a player, and that's a little bit of information to work with.
Der will dich nicht.
Device
So,
just
ja,
checking the
shit.
same angle
Sorry,
because they
jetzt,
make their way in
genau.
from Banana. Instant kill. Device taking down one, and Guardian, he's trapped.
Ja,
Gonna get
immer
shot
der
in the back.
gleiche.
Astralis make it back in the round. A solid
Richtiger
defense.
Feier dabei,
Olofmeister
ey.
and Carrigan, 3
Vielleicht
kills on
sieht
them.
er,
But
dass er
this
den
kill
kriegen
from
könnte.
Sip, I mean, you're right, that
Nie im
changed
Leben, ich
everything.
antworte dem Wichser nicht mal.
And the lack of armor really didn't matter at all. He didn't
Genau,
get touched in
schön
the round. I do
verpießen.
not know how FaZe
Gucken,
managed
ob
to
der das
lose this
merkt.
round.
Der
They
denkt
had
auch schon
everything
wieder, weiß nicht, das ist immer der
just
gleiche.
until
Oder?
now, and that is so
Der
nasty.
blöd?
That should
no.
not be allowed. And Nico, when he
Yeah.
sees that, is going to be so pissed. 8-3, advantage for FaZe, but that one hurts. That's a gut punch of a round.
He was running and shooting as well. So all the things you're not supposed to do. Flashbang here for the peek into second mid, and a great start as Nico, but he can't get back out. That Molotov has got him weirdly trapped, and he's going to go down. That was a great idea, and I mean, FaZe, you have to admire how much pressure they're keeping on Astralis at the moment. Oh my God!
That is one of the most incredible shots I've seen in a long time. Guardian, knowledge of the angle, that's not fair. Man advantage for FaZe, and they have 3 players here at A.
Where did that come from? Now they're going to be boosting up, trying to look into pit or graveyard. It's quite a powerful position. If somebody re-peeks it, they might not even be checking for this, especially when the smoke is up. But nobody making any mistakes right now on FaZe. They have been very cool at just holding the angle. Bit of a jump over from Device. He just wants to see somebody right now. Guardian waiting back there. Device, is he going to continue climbing all the way up? He sees it and takes him down. What a kill for Device. Dropping Guardian, and now alone in the pit is Rain. He's been here before, and he's held the defense multiple rounds. He's going to have to try it one more time. The flashbang does not touch him, and the spray is in. He's going to drop the bomb. Instant return. Device is there again, and now it's a one-on-one. A Device, does he go for the bomb plant or wait for Olof? And Olof is already around the corner. Device has picked up an AK instead. Olof is going to have one shot here with the AWP. Is it going to be enough? It will be. Taking him down, a headshot as well. A bit overkill and a bit of disrespect at the end. I love it. 9 rounds now on the board of FaZe here. This is incredible.
That is a bold play from Olofmeister. You're exactly right. One chance to hit that shot, and he nails it. I mentioned him at the start of this series as, for my money, the greatest CSGO player to have played the game. And yeah, Guardian delivers. Now, he can't see Device at that point because he is scoped in. This is great trades from Device to enter in, but the swap out to the AK-47, he doesn't get a chance to shoot it. And again, Astralis is stopped at 1 round. They just cannot win 2 in a row. And even though FaZe, again, much like Mirage, they've bent here in this first half with some of these losses. But they're holding strong. They're recovering each and every time. Back to a single op setup, and it's in Guardian's hands. And even though he only has 9 kills, some of them have been critical.
I mean, it feels like somehow, in spite of the fact that we haven't really seen much of Inferno out of FaZe, they've kept it hidden. Could that really be happening? I mean, we talk about that a lot. It's almost a bit of a joke.
Well, we also know Kerrigan, one of the best in-game leaders we have at the pick ban phase, has been for some time, loves to game these things, and might be a little bit. Guess we'll have to see if after the fact.
Here's one of my favorite strategies, the jump out of apartments, the flashbang to set it up. But once again, Rain tracking him mid-air, robotic aim, and following up with a triple. It is beautiful once again. And Megaskin Device 2-on-4. Just maybe a one-pound if they're really quick, but actually he's down in pit, and Rain is just shutting down these pushes so easily. Really, really well done.
Bin mal gespannt, wann die Decks endlich wegmachen auf dem Scheiß hier.
Die was wegmachen?
Decks.
Decent job.
Eine Chromatik irgendwas. Vergessen Loot. Forgotten Loot.
They're going to have to save next no matter what, but you know, a plant here
Ja,
would be
beim
great.
Tornado oder Ele-Hits ist es extrem, wenn du Artilleriekammer machst.
Ja gut,
Even at 33 HP, not wanting to take any duels with that op, and I think we might see a boost
wenn das
inside
so
the smoke.
extrem ist, werden sich ja schon der ein oder andere Spieler melden. Ne?
Das ist mega extrem.
Da werden die dann auch wahrscheinlich drauf reagieren.
Okay, ne?
Wir haben ja gestern schon ein paar rumgeheult, direkt wegen der ganzen Scheiße mit dem Profit und so. Und der auch geändert.
Again, FaZe playing this rock solid at the moment. 1 versus 3, you pretty much win it if you start to fight, like, you know, single
Ich hab das
fights.
ja auch im Stream gesehen, der ihm hat auch mega geleckt.
And this is just beautiful
Immer
from
wenn er
Rain.
gespawnt ist.
Great timing for Rain, and he's been great in that position this
In meinem
entire half.
Trapper oder so war es halt
17
nicht.
kills now on him, 7 deaths. Olaf with 13, and it's Device this time leading the way. Dupree, who's the man of the match on Mirage, stuck down at 3 frags. Astralis has had a tough time on this T side.
Yeah, that might even be an understatement right now. FaZe look like they're completely in control of this game. We might very well see a third map here. They are building it quickly at the moment. Guardian is having a bit of a fight, a little bit of a game going on with Glaive.
Und an mir kann es auch nicht liegen. MS ist auf 14.
Forced up into this round, and they're essentially saying, we feel like we need to get to 5. We've got to fight for every single round and hope that we can break you guys and hope that we can get into a bomb
Wenn es
site
an mir liegen,
and
wird die
just give
MS ja
ourselves
hochgehen.
more of a window than just those 3 rounds. That's kind of that.
Ja,
That's the kind of first half where you know going in that everything rests on the pistol if you can only manage those 3.
We'll see if they can.
Klose ist schon so ein
Certainly
Nicker.
running around with pistols and CCs would be a big thing to happen.
2 smokes, 2 Molotovs at this B bomb site. Kerrigan's going to put one out now. Perfect timing. Going to need the Molotov as well. You have Olaf boosted up. He just wants to make sure they can't swing too wide. Oh, and Olaf's in trouble. He's got to stay back now. Kerrigan's got to get through that smoke to help him. This B defense, I don't think it's going to get anything done. Poor timing. All the utility in the world, and it feels like FaZe overthought it, and Astralis might have found themselves a 4th round.
That would be a really big conversion. Almost nothing to work with in this round, but the timing was just so good. They run through the fire. They don't even care to stop it. Now the boost on the other side. A lot of people waiting for it. They are going to get caught immediately doing this. Rain did a little bit of damage, but Device was so ready for that one, and they probably have to back off now. 2-on-4. Right, 4th round being picked up here from Astralis is big news, and they want to take the guns away. Guardian trapped up along the side of the wall here. Makes a heroic jump for it. Actually, he's going to try and keep them locked in with a bomb as well. Wants to make sure they don't get anything out of it. Misses the chance, and he's going to go down to Device, picking up the AWP 10-4. And yeah, they keep sort of shooting the corpses a little bit, Moses. They're happy about that.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of BM, which is great. This is so awkward for Olaf, and it's I don't know why Kerrigan threw that Molotov over towards Water, and Grill could have placed it right behind his own smoke. Not able to come through and not able to help Olaf, who had to drop off the boost immediately. So just mistiming, misuse of utility, and look at the consequences. This goes from potentially being, 11-3, that now FaZe is at a disadvantage, and Astralis has a nice opportunity to get up to 5, which just seems like insanity with the way that this is played out. FaZe has played way too good of a half to have given up 5 rounds, but that might be what's coming in.
Yeah, have to agree. This has looked incredibly solid for the FaZe side of things. A little bit of more grenade damage there. That's on the banana side. Kerrigan and Olofmeister and Nico goes down now. Rain alone with the max 7. Close quarters though, all the pellets. He misses the first chance and Sip somehow dives under it. Had that one chance and he couldn't make it work. And Guardian, well, they're going to pick up the bomb now. He just has to run for it. I mean, why not? If he can intercept the bomb, that would be a way to get back in. He sort of hears them running, but he's going to be a second too late.
Dupree doesn't hear him. I don't think they have the knowledge that Guardian is already here. Now they do, coming through the smoke. Magisk is going to be blind. Dupree coming in for the flank, and Guardian, he just can't slow down at this point. It's do or die.
1 versus 3. He's very much boxed in. Wants to see if he can make them peak, and they're going to shut him down. Great round from Magisk. The triple kill, the 10-5 at the end of it for Astralis, and I absolutely agree. Did not even look like they should have had the 5 rounds, but somehow they do.
That's typical Astralis. Losing the entire time until right at the end. They get everything they need. That one small mistake was all that Astralis wanted. Now a great chance. Now they can survive a pistol round. They're on the CT side, and we know what that means. I mean, I think it was the amount of damage they do with their utility. If this Astralis defense gets up and running quick, if they establish economy in the first 4 or 5 rounds, you might even just be able to call it at that point. FaZe's offensive sides did not look great in Mirage. So you gotta hope this was a little bit of a toy pick from Kerrigan, that he knows exactly how to handle this offensive side. But remember, it's also Nico calling, so
yeah,
you throw it all out the window.
See what happens. London, second half going to be coming up now. Get all your friends involved. 10-5 here for the first half, and now the pistol. If FaZe win it, that just might be it. We might get that third map, and if not, Astralis, they might make a comeback of their own. Immediately, Olofmeister's down in Device. He re-peeks into it. What a madman. And now Dupree trying to get back around. Rain is going to stop him, and that smoke making it impossible for Device to get back in the fight, and Glaive is backing up. Oh my god! How can that happen? They walked right into it. Just 2 fadeaway shots, practically throwing the bullets around the corner. And now Guardian and Rain 2-on-4. They have no idea what hit them. That should not be happening.
What a fight to take from Glaive. Such a narrow angle, so safe in his retreat. Able to just fire off a couple of those shots. And what was a promising pistol round for FaZe is now a disaster. A crossfire at this A bomb site, 1 in the pit. I don't know how they get in. Xyp9x is going to be here so fast. These kills have to be immediate. Xyp9x is worried about a potential lurker, but it's not there. And that's Magisk inside the bomb site, and Guardian goes down as well. Device started it, and he ends it, but it was all Glaive. 6-10. And here we go. This is going to be a rough ride for FaZe, I think.
I just can't believe it. They're doing a good job. That kill on Dupree is beautiful, but this is outrageous. Oh my god.
I think that's 1 bullet as well. I think it was the first of the 2 bullets he shot at that little jiggle peak. A little bit unreasonable.
Just a tiny bit, Moses, I'm not gonna lie. That made me throw up in my mouth just a tiny bit. Guardian, 1 flashbang, and a great opening. Magisk ready to check the middle and got a bit more than he was asking for.
Die scheiß Karre stehen, mach die scheiß Lampe aus.
That 1 flashbang, I mean, get you through a smoke at some point if they need to. Maybe just get you out of the apartments up here.
This is going to be so weird. That's so much time for Astralis to play in a 4-on-5. 3 Deagles, they would love to find 1 more pick. And this is basically one of the few options Astralis really has that can be effective. Leave Xyp9x alone to jump and try and find information at the base of Banana. Cheat a 3rd player over. With only 2 players defending A, you can get so spread thin and you lose so much information. So just put the robot to handle 1 side of the map and 3 players on the other.
It's not a bad choice, is it? He has a smoke and a Molotov as well, so for someone playing alone, he could potentially stall quite a bit of a push. Kerrigan hoping to maybe snack someone who's going to be rotating on from the other side. This boost, though, is going to be very hard to break for the FaZe side of things. Even if they have that smoke on Rain, he's going to be shot right over, and Sip is going to put down the fire in front. Counter smoke coming out. There's the fire in front, and they're going to run right through it as they're being shot here. It's a very, very good defensive setup. The grenade not going to catch anyone, though. Still, Sip putting out more damage. 28 seconds, and they're going to start to rotate over in the middle. Kerrigan is falling back through the bomb. Is going to be planted here. It's definitely doable. 3-on-3 for FaZe. If they steal it back in this round, Astralis might not even be able to recover here. See if they can hold on to it. They have such poor weaponry. Coming up, Banana Device is going to be going down. That's Rain with a headshot. And oh no, the mistap. Big opportunity there. Dupree going to try and follow it up, but Kerrigan shuts him down, pre-firing that corner. And now it's all on Sip. He gets the 1 kill and tapping the bomb. He's just got his back turned. Kerrigan out there, and he's not peeking it yet. And time is running out for Sip. He has got one more chance of doing it, and maybe not even that. He's going to get the kill and comes back immediately for it. Oh, it's going to be the last second, isn't it?
I think he's got it. He's definitely got it. That is heartbreaking. FaZe
kill.
Had everything. And that is just so typical of Zipnik. Somehow he pulls a miracle out, and that one hurts. Certainly, this was such a well-fought round from FaZe from start to finish. A little bit fortunate for Guardian to help them get into the bomb site. A great shot again here from Rain. Look at the HP, only 10 health. And they can't keep Zipniks off the bomb, but another force buy. They know they've got Astralis on the verge of breaking them this entire half, this entire map. FaZe's tournament life could depend on this round right here.
Yeah, they're ready to choke them out. That's what this buy is, that's for sure. 10-7, 3-round lead right now for FaZe. And now rushing up through Banana. Sip has got no chance at all. He's still getting a double. Oh my god, the UMP a triple. He should have easily gone down. They had all the firepower on the T side, and somehow it's not enough. Glaive only got the one kill, but it managed to slow them down. And now Kerrigan 1-on-4. That looked like it was perfect. They didn't take that much damage even coming up on the entrance to top Banana there, and yet they got destroyed.
Called the Vega strat, and as we all know, only Vega can make that one work with the MAC-10s rushing up Banana. Great taps from Kerrigan. Every kill he gets, even if it's not likely to win the round, is valuable here because FaZe, this has got to be crushing. They put so much of their economy into this round. So many rounds that they just kind of threw away there as they're going to have to save moving forward into that one purchase because you have Astralis on the verge of falling.
He wants to make it more expensive. Dupree flanking in through T-spawn. That's the long route to be taking. Sip on the other side, quite low on health. It will be Dupree to close out the round then. But a triple for Sip, and I can't believe he held it with the UMP. Him and Device right now are playing a great game for Astralis. And now, I mean, we had the force-up from Astralis early on that definitely hurt their economy quite a lot. FaZe have done something similar. This might be scary.
Yeah, no, this is already very scary. This is going to be tough for FaZe to kind of recover from that. Great triple kill from Zipnik, as you said, coming through the smoke. I mean, just a hard situation to be able to trade that kill. What a hold of Banana from Astralis to withstand all that pressure. 3 in a row for them, and they've had a battle for each one of them. A little bit of a extended pause here as we get some money situation figured out. So some time for FaZe to reflect on Astralis' good start to this half.
I feel like that's not what you want to do right now, you know, just try and keep that out of your mind. There is that little Astralis fan section down there that's been incredibly loud throughout this whole game, and they've got a bit more to cheer for now. I feel like they might have been silenced earlier, but...
I don't know if there's more Astralis fans than FaZe fans, but they're certainly more concentrated in one part.
Yeah, they got a little grouping going on. They got the signs as well. They are... they're ready in case this comeback really happens. FaZe, all they need, get back in the lead with the economy. Make sure Astralis don't have what they have now, which is the luxury of these extra grenades. It's so hard to fight. They have Deagles and upgraded pistols all across the board, except for Guardian. He's going to have that. Oh, that'd be great. If they can get Guardian to open up on the T side here once he gets it, that'd be very interesting.
That's a big if, and that's a big ask for an Alper, though, against this kind of coordinated utility from Astralis. It's already tough as it is against every other team, but when you add in the knowledge that Astralis has from the defensive side of their nade placements, I don't think Alpers are going to be very comfortable on this T side. And then you add in the aggression as well. If Magisk is going to be making a play like this, Guardian is going to be very nervous about sitting at a choke point and holding an angle.
Just hunting them down, not giving them any time to run around with. Orb is going to be saved here, and that was Galil that they exchanged for it as well. They made sure at the end, Moses, that they didn't throw away any expensive rifles. 9-10, Astralis almost completing the comeback and almost getting back on par with FaZe.
I do not know how FaZe wins 6 rounds on this T side. Racking my brain. Now, we haven't seen a true gun round out of them on the T side just yet. They've been force buying, and they had that economic tug of war to start. So we'll see if they can bring anything forward here, but here we go. Nades down mid. Banana control as well. Smoke to put out the second one. Olaf wants a fight. Not going to get it quite yet. He's looking for the jump. He's going to find what he wanted. Not able to land the shot. It was a difficult one. And now the utility. Now the spam war. And this is a coin toss.
Oh, and the follow-up then. The grenade did nothing, but the headshot from Glaive was perfect. out of that round.
It's so good we get to see that fight from Olaf's POV because he saw absolutely nothing.
Nice peek, and there was a bit of a backup, and another one here actually. They had that doubly insured Moses, that ult from the back, and then Dupree in Boiler Room, and they cancel out that frag. That's not bad at all. Refragging is such a core part of Counter-Strike, especially playing on that defensive side, and Astralis just giving a bit of lesson in that round. So now Guardian and Nico 2-on-4. What could they possibly do in this round?
Well, they have a 2-on-2. And Nico with the AK can open up. The tough part is they're going to get stalled out. Glaive and Zipnix just put down a smoke. That's pretty brutal. Now they only have the one flashbang left, but waiting this out almost gives information over. Device and Dupree are waiting. Device is a pretty aggressive angle. And as long as Astralis just don't lose players, you can give up the plant here, but if you get into an uncomfortable situation, just play it safe. Make sure you survive. There's the smoke towards CT spawn. The game is up. Device Dupree not moving in case of a fake. 20 seconds left.
They're just waiting for it. This crossfire is so hard to break. There's a Molotov on Nico for the afterplant if they need it. Guardian going to be peeking in first. He sees the shoulder, and that's going to make them back off. And why not? They know they don't have the time to break it. I mean, 9 seconds there. Going to Molotov up and try and just stay safe out here on Banana. Now that the round has run out, if they die now, it's an absolute disaster. Guardian going to get the kill, but they both run. They get run down. What do they have? $100 on Guardian, $250 on Nico. Dying after the time has gone down on the T side means you get no loss bonus.
That's an awful decision to make in that kind of a scenario. You have to go for that kind of a round. You're too close to the B bomb site. You know they're going to hunt you down in these situations. You can see what FaZe wanted though. Give Guardian the shot. If he hits it, they go. If he misses it, they fall back. Astralis is going to be relentless at this point, and that is so punishing.
Was?
Yeah, that is brutal for Nico and Guardian.
Die ganze Zeit einmal Zahner zu
Again, it's Megis on the receiving end.
Heidel gibt's halt keine Zahner-Ecke.
Yeah, he's probably not going to
Heidel gibt's halt keine Zahner.
Ja, stimmt.
They shoot away the rifle from top mid just in case anyone's going to try and sort of pick it up. It's going to be a little bit further away, and I don't know if they've juggled it all the way back or not, but
Fabian.
Device stealing it there. They're actually running the gun away from FaZe so that they can't pick it up.
Der Mini gibt auch keine Zone.
Does seem a bit petty, but makes sense. I'd
Das ist ja blöd. Ja, du kannst ja auch am Arsch
any access to this bomb site. Maybe if you can find Dupree, but two M4s.
Deine Zahn und John auf.
Any passageway up mid.
Behindert.
That's a
Mach mal deiner
take,
erstmal
but just
fast,
the
Dicke.
deagles,
Ja,
the
bin
firing
dabei.
while crouching as well makes you a tough
Bin
target. Kerrigan
der Fabian auch mal
to provide an opening, and they all along never knew Device was here. And Dupree knows what's coming.
600. Kannst du einen Schritt machen.
Astralis have taken the lead 11-10 and 6 in a row.
Geht auf die Maps. Für Zahner
Recall the fact that they got to 5 rounds in the first half by winning a CC rush, and I mean, they just made that round work in the end. That's how they got from 3 to 5, winning the last 2 like that, and now they're back in the lead. How do you put away this Astralis team? How do you make sure that they are just not going to be able to compete any longer? Because that first half was not good for Astralis for almost all of it, right? It was looking terrible.
It was looking terrible. You have to do, I mean, you have to, it's tough now that you've given them the money. That's why it's so weird. That's why you saw FaZe playing that economic tug of war. You almost have to risk that much if you have Astralis to that breaking point, because once they get the nades, once they get the Molotovs, they're one of the best defensive teams we see on this map. So FaZe really wanting to take advantage of that, but it just leaves them kind of ruined moving forward, and so tough for them to get back into the game. Even this kind of a buy, look at the punish of having 2 players survive. They invest in 2 AKs, but I mean, even Nico just has a P250, Kerrigan with the MAC-10. You got to rely on Olaf and Rain, and pretty reliable guys. But you've been struggling when all 5 players have rifles, much less this kind of a disparity.
Because of the utility on Astralis, it's so hard for them to find opening fights. They had a little bit of luck in one of the earlier rounds getting a fight. I think that was Rain opening up on the apartments, right?
Chad mentioned it on the desk. This is a map that FaZe is going to have to fight for any little bit of control that they want. It's not like Mirage where you can throw out the 4-set smokes and have control of mid, or 2-set smokes and have control of a portion of the map. You actually have to go and take a risk, and they didn't show really a great willingness on the T side of Mirage to do that. So that doesn't leave you with a whole lot of confidence.
Doesn't. A bit more speed this time, earlier in the round as well. Forcing some grenades out of the Astralis team, that's not bad at all for FaZe. If they can do that, maybe they get a chance in the last 30 seconds.
Ja, schon
not happy about that grenade whatsoever. And Olaf setting up for a smoke going on top of the roof here. all the way through. Dupree and Graveyard's a very powerful position. If they don't have a Molotov for it, he can probably get a couple of kills like that. Glaive backing off, and there's Dupree locking it down. Meg is on the crossfire. Such a strong defense being set up here. Olaf with the only kill so far here. Might be the only one they get as well. No chance for anything. Meg is right over the hay card to pick up that kill. 12 and 10 now. And Astralis look, I don't know, they look incredibly scary. And they're rich as well, Moses, at the beginning of the round.
They're very rich. Not going to have to worry about money for some time. And for FaZe, this feels like it's one of the last rounds they're going to have to show us something. Show us they can come back in this half. Even overtime seems to, even 5 rounds seems out of reach for FaZe. They're in some real trouble. They have all the players. Nico, consistently fighting for the title of best player in the world. Olaf Meister, one of the most decorated players in Counter-Strike history. Guardian, one of the best oppers in Counter-Strike history. They have the players necessary to dig him out of this pit. There's a peek and a missed shot from Device, but he gets away with his life at the very least.
That seemed like a very dangerous fight to be taken. I know Sonic might be frowning, slightly looking at that, thinking, come on now.
I think you let Device do whatever he wants. He's been so good for you with the AWP so many times. Let him take those risks. Have a bit of fun once in a while.
They're going to try and boost on that corner, it seems like. Hoping that someone is going to challenge the smoke. Definitely a powerful idea. And peek right in. He doesn't see anyone just yet. Almost got the edge on him. And there's the shot on Rain. And Rain is the top fragger right now for FaZe. They get him out of the round. Definitely big news. 50 seconds now. And FaZe slowed down once again. Sip playing over here, just jump spotting it. And he's going to fall back. And he's held on to this. Actually, he's going to put up the smoke a bit early, maybe. 40 seconds. Hard for them to know if there's more coming, though.
It's a bit early, but I think he's just buying time for his teammates to rotate in. Also buying time for Device to just wreck this FaZe team. He finally goes down. Now that's the one Zonic will be frowning at. A 5-on-3 with 30 seconds left in the round and you take a peek. You don't need to be doing that. You don't need to take the risk. He just barely missed the timing. Glaive taking the fight, keeping him occupied. Dupree's going to come through the smoke. Look at Nico, though. He reads it, and he adjusts perfectly. That's a brilliant kill for him to get 9 HP, though. And it's all on Guardian and Olaf. They have to attack this. Magic to hold. And he's been phenomenal in this position for Astralis. 10 seconds now, trying to get in, but the reinforcements have arrived, and it's shut down. They had an opportunity, and it's all disappeared. 13 now for Astralis.
Man, it got lost in all of that, but the grenade that Magus threw towards Quad took Nico from like 10 health to 3. Almost ruined the round with that first grenade, but they ran into a 3 crossfire coming up that lane, and it's just not possible. 13 to 10. Astralis, they've won every single round in the second half. They can't be stopped.
Jetzt sind Platz 1, 12
Punkte. You want to know how bad it is, Anders? It's not even the amount of rounds they've won. It's the fact that only in the second round did FaZe get a plant. They haven't even been finding their way into bomb sites. So little bonus money going their way. You can see in the first half at the very least. I mean, Astralis was able to get the bomb down. It was diffused 4 times, so some bonus money flowing their way.
Wieder auf 6 Punkte auf Platz 1 rankommen. Essen hat unentschieden gespielt.
It's just nothing has worked. No one giving any advantages. They haven't been able to get
Köln gewinnt 12 Punkte auf Platz 1.
They usually end up losing a player
Oder
and
6.
utility and don't have anything to show for it.
6 wird schon besser.
Right now. I'm searching my brain as well, but I just don't know what can crack this Astralis team's defense. Is looking absolutely indestructible. The grenade hitting 4 people as they come around the corner, running through the flames. That's the bomb as well. More grenades to follow. Completely heartless here on the Astralis side. Nico does get a kill, and the bomb is still on that side.
Die haben sie reingekackt. Wenn wir morgen gewinnen, können wir trotzdem mit 6 Punkten hinter Platz 1, weil wir sie reingekackt haben.
Just further ruining their day. This is Astralis making a statement. Astralis knocking FaZe out of this tournament. I don't think FaZe has anything left. Spam down through the smoke, 14 to 10, and FaZe still blanked on the offense. And that's going to be a big point to pick on in the coming days if FaZe do end up going down here, having to switch to Nico in the middle of the tournament as the caller, as the in-game leader. Even the unpreparedness that made that swap important.
Yeah, definitely a weakness in the lineup. You have to assume, I don't know, this is very tough. 14 to 10 again, moving into round number 25, and FaZe have had no answers for us here on the second half. It's been all Astralis all the way. from 10-5 to 4. Sorry, from 10-5 to 14-10. That's the run.
Yep.
It's out of this world, isn't it? 9 rounds in a row.
Not even sure what FaZe would say during this pause. They've had no success. That time they tried to speed things up, try to catch him off guard, and it didn't pan out. But either way, here we go. FaZe gonna try and bash their head into the brick wall one more time, see if it breaks. Guardian with the op. Hasn't done much, might get a chance though. A little bit of aggression. Look at this, the nade down deep. More to follow, and Guardian's got Magisk at the very least, but the nade stack, it does its job in more dueling for Dupree, and this time FaZe might get bailed out by Astralis being aggressive and offering the opportunity to them on a silver platter.
Yeah, the confidence is boiling over a little bit here for Astralis. They see it coming in, and all of Meister. That's a big kill on Glaive. Not easy to read at all, especially because they were a man down, Astralis, so not a bad shot. Device going to be sneaking in, hit him in sip, 2-on-4. If ever there was a round to be winning here on the T side, surely Moses, it would be this one. What can Astralis do? I mean, do they just both stack up at a bomb site and hope that somebody shows up, or spread out across the map?
I think you stay spread out. Device has an AWP, you've got plenty of money, you don't necessarily need to save these rifles. You let Device maybe try someone, because at this point in the round, FaZe thinking they might want to kind of keep their plan secret until the very end.
Sip has just got a huge off angle, but if 3 members come around the corner, it's very unlikely he can kill all of them.
Or one pop flash.
Yeah, that's what they need right now. He's crouched in and ready. They're going to peek in front. He gets the one, keeps spraying, and that could have easily been a kill on Nico. Scary, but not enough here. Device is going to get smoked off as he tries to wrap in through CT spawn, and they're flanking him at the same time. Karrigan making absolutely sure they've got him boxed in. 20 seconds now. Bomb crossing in front, and he can't see a single thing. And oh, here's Karrigan. He's not going to win the fight. Good job, Team Ace, and finally FaZe pick up a round here on the T side. I mean, you did say a little bit assisted by the fact that Astralis were feeling very frisky in the beginning of that round.
A little frisky. They wanted to go for more, and Guardian doesn't even see the nades coming through that smoke that eventually takes him out. But yeah, this is why, in my opinion, that spread out is nice for Xyp9x and Device in that scenario. Xyp9x very easily could have had a double kill, and in that situation, you put Device into a decent 1v2 where he can either just get the one kill and kind of destroy the economy, or actually go for it. Here we go. We'll see if FaZe can actually do this in a round where Astralis is not pushing down mid, and actually Olaf's going to get caught off guard. The Molotov's burning him, and that's an easy. That is the freest kill Glaive's gotten in a while, and this is looking like an immediate response for Astralis.
How does somebody do that? Again, the utility use out of this team is way out of control.
And it's the combination, the utility use with the play. They know exactly what the utility is going to force their opponents to do and how to take advantage of that. Glaive turns that corner, and he's got Olaf looking at the ground with a smoke in his hand.
And if they break the economy on the FaZe side now, there is not going to be much left. 14-11. FaZe continuing the fight, and Astralis, they just seem so focused right now. This second half has been all them all the way. No interruptions except for that last round. Karrigan making a bit of noise here at top mid while the rest are trying to get that banana control. They've got it, but Sip is on the other side, and Device is here. They've got 2 smokes left at 40 seconds. This is going to stay smoked almost forever, isn't it? Oh, they do. Did they put up 2 smokes on the top of each other?
All right, so miscue there.
Yeah.
One of maybe the 3 we've seen from Astralis in this game.
Oh, but they're gravitating over. They're almost they're almost using the fact that they put both those out.
Yeah, and the fact that Magisk has that position in Boiler, so he knows no one's top mid. That one nade that Nico just threw, it's not going to fool anyone. No one's even in the bomb site to see it. Oh, FaZe about to enter a world of hurt.
Yeah, this might be the worst call they could make right now. They can't really know it. 10 seconds and Device there. The rest of the teams will follow it up. The bomb is committing to it as well, and they're out of time. They cannot win the round any longer, and Meg is from behind as well. Once again, they're getting locked in, and time is out, and again going down after the clock has run out here. An absolute disaster. 15-11. Astralis 1 round away from that semi-final.
Mal sehen, ob ich einmal von Teammate jetzt schaffe.
Victory for the Danes that it's actually knocked
Oder zu
FaZe
sterben.
off the rails. Another round where they just get stopped and trying to run
That's
away.
how it is.
This is so outrageous.
Yeah, that's brutal. And
Broken
even the flame's
flash,
not hitting
ninja
Device, so
defuse.
nothing
Go.
going right for FaZe in this round. I will have to, maybe that'll come out in an interview at some point. That double smoke that goes down. Does Astralis say, oh, we screwed up, and now they're going to try and capitalize on the 2 smokes?
Hätte man auch besser lösen können.
I mean, that would be the next level bait, wouldn't it? Revenge for Dupree going down, and they are fighting tooth and nail right now, FaZe. They want to stay in it. They don't want to leave just yet. And Nico going to be taking down Magus. Nice shot from Device. And repositioning, ready in case they wrap around quickly. 3 on 3. Everything on the line here, Glaive. Just running them down. This is madness. Device hitting one more shot for the triple. And he's going to try and see if he can end it in a 1 versus 2 close range. Just no scoping him. Olaf on the other side. And Device, he wants the ace to close this one out. Couple of shots with the pistol, and Olaf has made his way back.
Very simple, very aggressive. 3 players coming out of halls. They've got to trade. They've got to take out Magisk, and Device is going to be inside the bomb site. The ult might be a tough crossfire. They lose the first. They're going to lose so much more. They're going to lose it all.
No chance here. Rain and Guardian left 2 on 4, and you're absolutely right, Moses. There's nothing left to fight for. Guardian with the MAC-10. He chases down 1, but it's 16-12, and Astralis make another semi-final here at the Major. Impressive. Again, they are just such a hard team to beat. That second half looked completely untouchable. 16-12, taking down FaZe 2-0.
Yeah, and the issues from the challenger, from the legend stage for FaZe kind of reared their ugly head here, and it's the offensive sides which just didn't have enough behind him. 2 rounds here on Inferno, and it was what, 4 rounds on Mirage. Just not good enough production on that offensive side. Defenses look great, but Astralis still looking phenomenal in this event, and that kind of small shadow of doubt that people had in them coming into this out of Stockholm after losing the finals, I think it's been erased.
Surely, yes, it will have been washed away by now. Down on the stage, you can see they're not at that trophy yet, Moses, but this was a big step in the right direction. That means they're going to be facing Liquid, and my God, what a game.
Yeah, everyone wants that. You asked during the game, what can stop this Astralis defense on Inferno, and it was Liquid who actually showed that they could do it.
Yes, indeed.
And that'll be such a fun match to have. That's kind of like, that's almost like a grand final matchup that everyone kind of predicted. These 2 teams looking the best coming into this event, but either way, that'll be a